to introduce our speaker lecturer, Dr. Yemaja Jubilee is an internationally praised soulful poet, life coach, author, creative consultant, media personality, and songwriter. She is an inclusivity and diversity consultant through NCBI. As a renowned inspirational speaker, workshop facilitator, Dr. Jubilee spreads her message of love and inclusivity. Her motto is inspire, encourage, and influence others to always live their lives in full expression as they continue to emerge and evolve through unbecoming what they may have been taught to be. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Yemaja Jubilee to the podium.
I got truth resonating. I got truth resonating, y'all. I got truth resonating in my heart, happily and harmoniously. I got truth resonating, truth resonating, truth resonating in my heart, happily and harmoniously, and I bring my own voice. I bring my own voice, yeah, I bring my own voice, happily and harmoniously, and I bring my own voice. I bring my own voice, yeah, I bring my own voice, happily and harmoniously. Good morning. I can't hear you. Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to this glorious day. You were awakened this morning. You didn't awaken yourself. You got breath and you were able to move. And this is a glorious day. And what I would like for you to do is take your two fingers here, your two fingers like this, and just tap right here. This is your throat chakra. Tap right here. This is your heart chakra. Tap right here for your sacral chakra. Those three chakras together allow you to BYOT, bring your own truth. Say, bring your own truth.
Bring your own truth.
And BYOV, bring your own voice.
Bring your own voice.
And what happens when you bring your own truth and your own voice, and you come together, you in this external world, you know, sometimes you don't know what's happening, but you still can express yourself.
Mm-hmm.
うん。 Mm-hmm.
うん。
Mm-hmm.
うん。
Mm-hmm.
うん。
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
on this planet, guess what? Say what?
What?
Say what?
What?
There are 8 billion human beings on this planet, but none of them are alike. You're not alike. You look at someone next to you. The only thing that you have in common is that you are human beings. We are all human in this body that we are given. 8 billion of us. But you know what? You made a decision to incarnate at this time. With all the stuff that's going on, you decided to come to this planet. You decided to participate in all this chaos, all the stuff that's happening now. But what makes it special for you is this. You bring your own truth, because we all were created by the source. And whatever you desire to call it, you can call it God, you can call it creator, you can call it whatever. You can call it a tree. You can call it a frog, a dog, or whatever you want to call it. But it's the divine that created you from your head to your toe. And when you're required, just bring who you are. Bring your voice. Life requires that you, being a human being, that you remember you come here to have experiences. You come here to have stories. You come here to be talked about. You come here not to be liked at times. You come here for some folks to say, oh, who does she think she is? Well, I know who I am. And you know who you are, because you were created by the one, on the one, which is God. Like James Brown said, on the one, right? You were created by that. So in doing all that and having your experiences, you come to unlearn that which you've been programmed to be. You have to unlearn it. Because when you come through the birth canal, the minute you stick your head out in the birth canal, your parents start whispering what you ought to be and how you ought to do it. Go to school, they tell you how to be and how you ought to do it. You go to other places, you travel. There are expectations that are laid upon you. But the one thing that you must remember is to express yourself.
That's quite an expression,
And after you learn how to express yourself, I want to take you back to 1969. There was a show that premiered called Truth or Consequences. Y'all remember that?
Yeah.
And to tell the truth.
Wise.
Yeah, right. So when you had to tell the truth, there were 3 people. One of them was lying. All of them were lying except for one. All right. Then you got the Truth or Consequences with Bob Barker. Oh, you had a price to pay. There were consequences. So what happens is, I said all that to say this, there are consequences when you don't bring your own truth. Okay? You reap what you sow tenfold, I'm here to tell you. And not telling you what somebody told me, I'm telling you what I know from my soul. This is what happens. But you know, you can come all back to that. To tell the truth to yourself first. You got to tell the truth to yourself first. About what you're feeling. Don't deny your feelings. Because I came from a family that hid their feelings with alcohol and drugs. My brother died of a drug overdose. My uncles and my aunts were drug addicts. Because they couldn't deal with their feelings. We deny our feelings. And then they deny what they're thinking. But it takes courage and it takes faith. and trust in the one power and the presence in the universe to be able to do that. You got to be courageous, I'm telling you, on this journey. And then what you do is after you tell it to yourself, you can be kind to yourself, and then you can voice your truth to somebody else. You can do what, Leon?
Express yourself. Express it.
You can express yourself. And then what happens after that? You show others and you take off your mask of dishonesty, these roles that we play. You know, we all got roles. I play roles. Do y'all play roles?
Don't tell everything.
We play roles because we're human. We're human. But have compassion for yourself. Sometimes you may put on a role. I know one role that I know I can't play no more. I know a whole lot of roles that I can't play no more.
What's that?
I know. I learned. My mother and my father raised me to be wife and mother.
So sad.
Wife and mother. She did the best she could with what she had because that's what she was raised to do. But I found that having kids and stuff like that wasn't for me. But it took me many weeks. I just couldn't fit in that role. I tried marriage 4 times.
Okay.
And that's how I know. I'm not telling you what somebody told me. I'm telling you my truth. Okay? I will not. I have a daughter, which I'm very, very proud of, but it was just one and done, okay? And I have to tell you, when you wear these roles outwardly, it's just like you have a theater and you're always on stage and you're pretending to be this and you're pretending to be that. And it's all a dishonest makeup. But when you get back home and you by yourself, okay, you got a mind that's gonna tell you, well, some of us do. And you wear these robes, and then in the theater, I call it, of your mind, you create all of these things. I want to tell you a short story. My dad's 98, and he had a stroke about a month ago. My dad is a pastor. He has all this dogma. He told me I was going to hell and I'm gonna die, that I was a sinner, and all this other stuff. He has been that way with me for all of my years on this planet. He had a stroke. It changed his voice, and I saw the real man. That was such a gift, because he told me how proud he was of me in a different voice. He told me how wonderful I was. He wasn't preaching to me all that dogma. He was his infinite essence after he had a stroke. I don't want to say that you take a stroke. I don't want you to take a stroke for you to do. You can wake up now. It took a stroke for me to see the real man. The man that I grew up with was a preacher. The shame and the blame and all of this other kind of stuff, you know, it's like I was never going to do the good because he always told me I was going to hell. After one marriage, he told me I was going to hell. And then he decided to marry me the 4th time because he thought it was going to stick. It didn't. And that's a true story. Because he felt like something was going on, and if somehow he married me, it would work. But what I saw was the true essence of this man. There was a smile on his face that I had never seen. And so what I did, I sung my mama's whole old songs, going up the rough side of the mountain and all that prayed for me. I sung those songs to him, and he readily, my daughter was there with me. I had never had that kind of experience in all my years on this planet. I say that to show you this. Truth abides in us. And what does Yahshua say? You will know the truth, and the truth will set you free. But then you have to be conscious and to know the truth abides in you. And it's covered up by your thoughts, your words, your training. When you're not in alignment with the love and the light that you are. For Earth, Wind, and Fire say you're a shining star. All of that we are. Embrace it and know it and show it, because that's who you are. Now, I said all that. There are some things that block your truth I want to talk briefly about.
Come with it.
Okay?
Read this. Wait, let me get my notebook.
Some of the things that block our truth, and it's called codependency. Y'all might have heard that term before. But one of the main things is people pleasing.
Yes.
People pleasing. All right? You keep your thoughts and your words to yourself. And you don't voice them. But then you blame the other person for what you see when the action is on you to express whatever it is you're feeling. And in my family, I wanted to be liked. I wanted to be loved. And when I went out and everything. So what do? If you asked me to do something, I kept my thoughts to myself. I didn't voice them. I said, yes, let's go do it. But all the time inside of me, it wasn't right. So people pleasing. And then the next thing is other people's opinions of you. Other people's expectations of you. Or they tell you what they think you ought to be. And what do? Just like I did. I complied with it because I wanted them to accept me. I wanted them to love me. When the first thing I know, then you have to love yourself and accept yourself. I accept you as you are, bright as the morning star. God shows you mercy, God shows you grace. Shine your light all over the place. You have to remember that you are who you are. And then the other thing that blocks our truth a lot is shame and blame. We blame somebody else for who we are. You can't blame nobody but yourself. Because you are given a choice to be and do whatever you want to do. You have the power of choice. And then the shame comes in for me, where it came in was telling me that I wasn't good enough, that I wasn't worthy, that I wasn't deserving. I got told that. And when your throat chakra is blocked, you will not express your beliefs, right here what Donna talked about, in your mind, and it just don't come together for you. But those are some of the main blockers. And in life, we have to remember, it's not about being liked or accepted by other people. It's about coming from here and liking yourself and loving and embracing who you are. You know, you have some days that are going to be yucky sucky. Yes, they are. And you embrace that as well. But you remember that authenticity and honesty and listening is your choice, not somebody else's. And when you are expressing your truth, and when you don't, you get all kinds of stuff going on in your mouth. You get all stuff going on with laryngitis. You get all kinds of pains in your jaw. You get all sorts of stuff going on in your body. I'm sure Donna could tell us a whole lot more that we get to go on. And then You better watch people when they gossip, because when they gossip, the throat chakra is blocked. Because it's about other people. It's not about them. And also, too, what happens is, I knew a lady when I was growing up, she was so shamefaced. You ever see somebody that's shamefaced like this? They're shamefaced that they hide their face. They're ashamed of who they are. I grew up with a lady like that. She was a wonderful lady, but she couldn't talk, she couldn't look you in the eyes. She would always cover her face. And my grandma told me she was shamefaced. She was ashamed of herself. Now I know what that means. My grandma knew what she was talking about. She didn't have all this advanced time, but she knew what she was talking about. So with all of that being said, I want to give y'all some tools for expressing yourself. For expressing yourself. All right? Express yourself, Leon.
Oh, man. Where do I begin?
I want you all to express yourself right now. I want everybody to scream. Scream! You just expressed yourself. One of the ways that you can unblock your throat chakra is by screaming. You can roar like a lion. You can also sing. Put on your favorite playlist of song and sing and dance to the method of expressions. And one of my favorite songs is Roar by Katy Perry. All right, that's a good song for expressing yourself. And then the other thing you can do, you can write down your top 8 values in your life. I took a values assessment about 3 weeks ago, and you can go online to viacharacter.org and find out what your values are. Now, because they change at each stage in your life, your values change. You're not the same person that you were a year ago. You're not the same person you were yesterday. Go and take that assessment. And I found out that my top 3 of mine, just give you 3, were spirituality, authenticity, and creativity, and then there's honesty and love. There are 8 of them. And what you do, I was showing you, rate yourself, and then you go get all the people that are in your life and see whether you rate them according to what you feel, and then that lets you know who you need to get rid of. Because sometimes you are all the way over here, and they are all the way over there. And sometimes we have to change the circle that we hang out with because we pick up on the energy. Tyree, you know about the energy thing. The energy, you pick up the energy and you vibrate from that. And then you see what's important in the seasons in your life so that you can unlearn, unpack those things which no longer serve you. One of the things that I do every day is I bless the thoughts in my head every day. I bless my thoughts. We have over 20,000 thoughts that go through our head. I bless my ears that I might hear. I bless my face that I take forward in the world. I bless the words of my mouth that they might flow out lovingly. And then the other thing that you can do is stop measuring your truth by social media. Social media is not a good thing in a lot of ways. And I have to tell you the story. There's a person that I know that uses AI, and she changes her body and her face every day. And she is now rated one of the, what do you call it when somebody starts following?
Influencer.
Yeah, because she changes her image, and I know the person. Not that I haven't tried it. I did try it. I have to own it. But she's rated. That's what she does. And when you base yourself on the number of likes that you get on Facebook or whatever, that's not who you are. That's a false perception. And then the other thing is I learned about, we have another AI. You want to hear what they are? It's called artificial intimacy. AI. And then you have another AI called authentic intimacy. Okay, so there are different types of AI. You don't want to be using the artificial things to make you who you are. You want to use, and then in relationship, you know, you have a artificial intimacy with your telephone. Because you tell Siri how to do this, and whoever voice you have on there, that's a connection, but it's an artificial one. You want to have authentic intimacy with people. Bring your whole self, bring your own truth to them. And then what you end up doing is using, instead of AI, use II. You're connected to the infinite intelligence.
Wait a minute.
Okay?
Wait a minute.
Or you're connected to the IE, the infinite essence. All right? So I kind of play with them words right there, right?
Yeah, you played it.
So, and when you do that, you become infectious. You attract people in your life, and people will be attracted to you without you trying to seek it. They will come to you because your vibrational synergies are working, because you are in tune with yourself and with your divine essence. There are no roles. There are no values that you align yourself with that are not yours. And you are a spiritual being in this body. But what you do is you surrender, you pray, and you affirm. And you remember to stop having conditional relationship with people. You know, I'm gonna have this relationship with you if you do this, and if you dot this I, and you do this T, and you put this period at the end of this sentence. Conditional relationships. Just think about it. God does not have a conditional relationship with you. Your breath that you're given every day is not based on something. You wake up in the morning, that's a gift, you got it. So what do you have to do is surrender, and you come to realize, guess what? Say what?
What?
Say what?
What?
That you are a gift to yourself and all the other world. You are a gift to yourself and the world. And you practice gratitude. And you practice 5 thank yous every day. Number 1, gratitude that you woke up in the morning and that you get to see one more day. And what you do is you gratitude for nature. I love nature. I do forest bathing. For the sun, when we were riding down here, I said, Roy, look at the clouds in the sky. They were so beautiful. And I look for cloud pictures in the sky. Have y'all ever done that? I can't hear you.
Yes.
All right now. I'm a Baptist girl raised, so I need call and response, and I need to hear y'all listen.
Express ourselves.
You express yourself. And you thank it for nature. And one thing else you will do, you thank,
You just blew it.
be thankful for the people that trigger you. If somebody triggers you and say, that don't feel so good.
I got it.
That's your greatest teacher. So embrace your triggers. Embrace the triggers that come up. And my greatest teacher has been my dad. Because he triggers everything that I have. Because of the dogma. But I use, when people trigger me, you know what I do with it? I use it as an energizer, and I get myself sorted. Okay, I'm going to do some more because I know I'm on the right path if you trigger me. Okay? I allow you to trigger me, and that's okay. And then you learn to speak with love, and you practice being authentic, compassionate, and kind. And then you say thank you to the body. I do a love shower every day. You have to practice self-care in order to be able to express who you are. I love myself from my head to toe, and I say thanks for my body. Did I even say, I have this little ritual that I do with my toothbrush? I brush my teeth and I look in the mirror and I say, I love myself. Say, I love myself.
I love myself.
I believe in myself.
I believe in myself.
I am a beautiful and amazing being.
I am a beautiful and amazing being
with so much to share.
with so much to share.
As you brush your teeth, okay? And then finally, you accept the version of human that you are. Nothing needs to change about your inner essence because it's pure. And know that, you're not broken. You don't need to be changed, healed, or fixed, because when you go to your core, you are pure essence. Breathe in and breathe out. And remember that you are the peace, presence, and power of God. Peace, presence, and power of God is what you are. Hug yourself. Hug yourself. Embrace yourself. Know yourself. Be yourself. Sweetly, whatever it is, embrace who you are. Because you are just so beautiful. I can see your faces. You're beautiful. You are amazing.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay? And the other way, the last thing I want to talk about is how I learned to express myself. Because I told you I was raised by a preacher. And I couldn't speak. You were to be seen and not heard. So what did I do? I wrote poetry. At 16, I wrote my first poem called Where Have All the Christian Folk Gone? They sure ain't gone to no heavenly home. Because I saw them going in the liquor store. I saw them coming out of the juke joint from down the street from my house. And then I go to church and they sitting up in the amen court. So, and then I'm saying, and then what happens is, they gonna tell you what you doing, and you going to hell. I won't be going there by myself. Where have all the Christian folk gone? They sure ain't gone to no heavenly home. I wrote poems, but it took me over 50 years to publish my first book. My first book of poetry was published. I met this man back here, and he was at my house helping me to take care of, I was taking care of my dad. He said, give me some, I gave him something to read. And I gave him those poems. He said, oh, these are good. These are good. You know what he did with me? He put them on stage in a play called Couldn't Keep It to Myself. And that song I learned in church, Couldn't Keep It to Myself. All of those poems, he put it on stage, and I've been moving ever since. And that's been a long time. Now I had another book that come out in 2022 that I did with Martha High, who's the goddess of soul. She's my best friend. She's toured with James Brown for 32 years. It's called Soul to Soul. Martha High is the goddess of soul, and I'm the soulful poet, right? She did all the art in there. And then I had my first song that I wrote on her album in 2022. The most wonderful time of the year. She recorded one of my songs. That was really good. So that's the way that I express myself. How do you express yourself? Is it through painting? Is it through, like Donna has this thing for doing the sound bowls? What? And I know you told me you had, what do you do? Trish, you paint too, right?
And play music.
Yes. So find the ways that you express yourself. Find a way. Poetry for me is a spiritual tool. Okay? And expressing myself, I was standing right up here before you. That's the way that I do, to inspire other people to come together and express themselves. Okay? Express who you are. I love getting up here talking to you all. I love sharing my stories because it's a part of my purpose. To inspire, encourage, and influence you to be the best version of yourself that you can be. And I got news for you. It's never too late. It's never too late. Now, I got to meet my real dad at 98. But that was the most special gift that I've ever received in my life. Okay? I now know who the real man is. And it brings tears to my heart. But find your way. Take what you like out of this message and leave the rest. Take something that really jarred at your heart so that you can bring your own truth and bring your own voice. And remember this, never allow someone to put you in a box or label. There's no one size fit all because you are unique. And you're welcome. You welcome yourself. Welcome yourself to your real nature. And we are here to realize our individualized expression of the divine truth that resides inside of us. All right? You're here to bring it. Now I want you all to stand and raise your right hand. You got to stand up and raise your right hand. You know how when you go to court, you swear to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth? But I'm going to give you what you're gonna declare. Breathe, be, and allow it to be. Say, I declare.
I declare.
I affirm.
I affirm.
To express myself.
To express myself.
With grace and ease.
With grace and ease.
I declare.
I declare.
And I affirm.
And I affirm.
I will own my own truth.
I will own my own truth.
I will say my own truth.
I will say my own truth.
Nothing but the truth.
Nothing but the truth.
I will use my voice.
I will use my voice.
With the guidance.
With the guidance
Of the God as I understand God.
of the God as I understand God.
You may be seated. Okay, y'all. Okay. I want y'all to clap. Let's spread a little truth. Stand up. All over the land. Stand up. Let's spread a little truth through our hearts and hands. With truth rising We'll spread truth till the day is done. Let's spread a little truth. Sing with me. All over the land. Sing. Let's spread a little truth through our hearts and hands. Oh, with truth rising like the morning sun. We'll spread truth till the day is done. Let's use our voices from our heart. Let's use our voices, 'cause we're not apart. With our voices, we will sing, and we will sing till the day. My voice is leaving me here. Hold on. Till the day is done.